Hey, Daniel, congrats on the deal. Curious, there's a lot of different aspects that go into a contract. What was like most important to you about how the way it was structured? Was it the average value, the length, the guarantees? Just take us through your thoughts on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's several really, key components to it. And I think, going in, it wasn't really one thing or the other. I think it was, the overall deal and how it, worked together and how they balanced each other out. So I don't think there was one thing that was, overridingly more important than the others. I think it was more about the balance of the deal and putting all those things together and the best way we could.
And just how did negotiations work for you? I mean, obviously, I don't think you were sitting down at the table with Kevin and Joe, but how did the communication work as far as you with your agents, obviously new agents? Just can you take us through what that process was like?
Yeah, I mean, I was certainly communicating with them a lot and talking to them, getting updates after their conversations with the Giants and yeah, I was keeping pretty close touch with all that and yeah, I thought they did a great job.
Thanks.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Good. Congrats. Was there ever a point where you thought it might not get done? And Joe Shane told us last week that he saw you in the facility on Monday, and he kind of told you this is your first negotiation. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Did it get worse before it got better?
I mean, yeah, I think it's my first time going through it. There's certainly a lot of there's an emotional component to it, as well. And we went up to the deadline as you know, but it was good. I think there was probably some points where, you had more confidence and some points of time when you had less confidence, but it was always, I wanted to find a way to work it out. And that was the goal. It was very much my mindset. And, I'm glad we did. I'm, thrilled to be back.
And I have one more for you. If obviously your contract is your contract and, you're entitled to go for as much as you can, but how cognizant were you of what you get maybe takes from others, and that you and Saquon in some ways were we're linked here as far as franchise tags and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, when, in a situation like this, you're, trying to do what's best for you and your family while also balancing, being part of a team and understanding the goals and the vision, that we have as a team and as an organization. And that was certainly important to me throughout the deal. And I think we found a way to do both those things and to do it the right way for both sides. So yeah, that was certainly important to me. And yeah, I mean, Saquon, I've said he means a ton to me as a teammate, as a friend, and means a ton to us as a player. So certainly I won't talk about his business, but that was a piece of it too.